I'm just a guy who loves Disney that has way too much time on his hands. If anybody from Disney is watching, please don't sue me. I'm here to rate, review, and describe all of your favorite things from the magical world of Disney. I'm File91e and welcome to my Disney News and Reviews. Hello everyone and welcome to this week's Disney News and Reviews. I'm File91e. Sorry for the whole not shaving thing. I haven't shaved since Wednesday. It feels so good, but it also feels crazy, so I'm going to have to shave it tomorrow. Just it's a pleasure not having to shave. Sucks. But some cool stuff this week. I got a package from a good friend of mine. You might remember I did her reviews a couple weeks ago because she just did the Disney half marathon, which was excellent, and she sent me a whole awesome care package filled with all kinds of goodies that I think you guys will like too, and I just want to show them to you. Now a lot of it has to do with the marathon stuff, and I've never been down to Disney during a marathon week, so I don't have this stuff yet, but it's really cool. I'm not going to show you the three coolest things yet, but let me show you. For obviously, I have a card here. I'll read that later to you. I got a awesome Saratoga Springs jogging and walking guide. I had no idea that individual hotels have that. This Saratoga Springs Resort and Spa directory of services. A marathon race instructions pamphlet. Not sure if you guys, it just gives you, where to be and things like that. I mean, if enough people say that they want me to go full bore into the abyss with this stuff, then I will. But yeah, awesome. Now this is really cool. She got me maps from the new Fantasyland, which is really great. And none of them have Kodak on them. This is one of the. This is after all of that. And obviously, since she was down there, she got me all of the things that I like. She knows what I like. Great assortment of maps in all different languages and times guides and whatnot. She even got me this golf thing, which is cool. And on the back is a photo pass thing. It's not the Kodak anymore, which is totally awesome. She's actually got me this awesome Old Key West jogging thing. She said we stayed at Saratoga, but Old Key West is right next door, so she ran around there too. Like it was a photocopy of their jogging trail. The Saratoga Springs one is right here. It's really nice that they give this to you so you can see where you can jog. Then now this was something I really liked. This was the official event program sponsored by Run Disney, the 20th anniversary of the Walt Disney World Marathon. Really awesome stuff. It gives you a lot of information on where to be and what to do, maps and whatnot, and just a bunch of really neat stuff. So let me try to find a good map for you. Here's the the full marathon map, and then the half marathon map is right there. That's what she did. Ran all around Magic Kingdom Park and Epcot. I mean, that's really cool. If I was in better shape and could actually run, I'd love to do that one time. So who knows? Maybe I'll get myself in shape and do either a 5K or something at Disney just to do that. I'm not obviously an athletic guy. Now the three coolest things that she got me first was this awesome Walt Disney World Marathon weekend pin. This was so cool. The half marathon pin, limited release. Obviously, she did this, and I'm so proud of her for doing that. She stuck with her guns, and she really persevered. Now she also got me two things that didn't have anything to do with the marathon, but I've been wanting them for a while. Ever since I found out that they existed, and there's these air fresheners. You got the Mickey's premium bar scent, and then you have the turkey leg scent. Now, upon smelling these, the turkey leg scent is it's interesting to say the least. It's not the most aromatic sort of thing, so Yeah, and then you got the premium bar one, which is a nice chaser to it. Smells like vanilla. This smells like a turkey leg, I guess you could say. Smells very interesting. So, Mona, thank you so much for that. And I'm going to read this very nice note that you wrote for me. Nick, enclosed with this package are a few things I picked up for you on my recent trip to Walt Disney World's marathon weekend. I've enclosed the usual maps and such. Sans Kodak advertisements, very nice. As well as some other info, running maps, etc. I obtained from the other resort during our stay. I've also included a few other small gifts for you as a way to thank you for all your support in my training and preparation for running my very first half marathon. And you completed it. You did a great job. Awesome stuff. It really meant so much to me. Today I registered for the Dumbo Double Dare in August and September in Disneyland. It's a 10K on Saturday and Disneyland Half Marathon on Sunday. You are a running fool, let me tell you. That's amazing, amazing. If you can do this, you can definitely do that one. With the ultimate goal of going Goofy, which is anybody that knows the Run Disney stuff with the Goofy Marathon is a lot. It's She wants to do the Goofy Marathon in 2015, which is the half marathon on Saturday and a full marathon on Sunday. That's a lot of running. A lot of running. It's like almost 40 miles, I think is what it is. Participating in and completing the Walt Disney World half marathon was such an amazing and emotional experience. She cried at the finish line, obviously. The fact that I've had your support and encouragement throughout this process means so much to me. Thank you for the on-air shout-outs and for reviewing my picks on your show during marathon weekend. Keep up the great work, and thanks for so much for being a great supportive friend, Mona. No, Mona, you're awesome, and you're one of the reasons why I keep doing this stuff, because I know there are people out there that really enjoy this this little show of mine, and I do it for you guys and for all the supporters out there. So Mona, thank you so much, and congratulations on completing the half marathon. You're a running fool, like I said, and hopefully when when you were down there after you're running and everything, you got on some good rides and had some good times, and hopefully you didn't cramp up at all. Ooh, that would suck. Leg cramps are not the most fun thing in the world. So thank you so much for everything, and it really made my week, and you are awesome. So thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Yeah, okay, so that's it for this week. Let's get right to the news. Disney has released information for this year's Epcot Flower and Garden Festival, which will be taking place from March 6th through May 19th. Along with all the topiaries in the Flower Power concert series, new this year will be the introduction of the 12 World Showcase Promenade Marketplace kiosks offering food and drink. Also part of the Flower and Garden Festival will be the Garden Marketplace Refreshing Libations with a Kick, a new circus-like Land of Oz play area based on the Disney fantastical film adventure Oz the Great and Powerful, which is scheduled to be released on March 8th, and illuminated gardens in the park's Future World and World Showcase. If you would like to read more about it, follow the link below. They have a whole bunch of information out on the flower and garden festival. Flower and Garden Festival this year. So just check that out. The official Disney Parks blog has announced a new interactive game, A Pirate's Adventure: Treasures of the Seven Seas, coming this spring to the Magic Kingdom's Adventureland. According to Disney Parks blog, and in A Pirate's Adventure: Treasure of the Seven Seas, guests will use a pirate map and a magic talisman to help them complete 5 different pirate raids throughout Adventureland. The goal is to help locate different treasures of the Seven Seas and fight off enemies like the Royal Navy and Captain Barbossa, among others. If guests help Captain Jack succeed in all the missions, they'll be welcomed as part of his new crew. If not, they'll face the wrath of the cruel sea alone. So that's pretty neat. Disney's doing the new interactive thing now. So it's keeping people in the parks longer and gives them, it definitely gives the kids something to do, especially the ones that don't I guess particularly like to ride rides. But it's always great that Disney's offering these new interactive experiences. So that's really cool. And in some rehab and refurbishment news, the Magic Kingdom's Mad Tea Party is once again back on the refurbishment schedule. It is set to close on April 10th with a reopening on May 22nd, so remember that. And finally, Storybook Circus's Barnstormer is closing for a short refurbishment on January 30th, reopening the next day on January 31st. They're just gotta, fix some extra stuff, on there. So, good stuff there. Yeah, that's it for the news this week. Let's get right to the reviews. Alright guys, the first thing I want to review today is the Art of Disney stores located around the different areas of Walt Disney World. These stores are great. Now the main ones that I know of are the ones that I go to all the time. I don't think there's one in at the Animal Kingdom. There might be, I'm not sure. I haven't seen one. I haven't stumbled upon it yet. But there is definitely one in the Magic Kingdom. That's on Main Street, USA in the Emporium. Then there is there's one in Epcot right underneath the Epcot Ball, and then there's one in Hollywood Studios right next to the Art of the Magic of Disney Animation. That's the exit area. You exit through the Art of Disney store when you go through the Magic of Disney Animation ride, or attraction rather. Now, what is the Art of Disney store? Obviously, it's a store that sells art based on Disney stuff. They sell limited edition high-end memorabilia and merchandise, such as sculptures, paintings, and prints of different things. One of the coolest things they have are limited edition, well, for $20, it's like the prints of the posters, the attraction, those old Magic Kingdom attraction posters. Those are really cool. One of the other coolest things about this place is, especially in the one in Downtown Disney, there is one in Downtown Disney Marketplace. This guy, he does hand-drawn sketches of different Disney characters. It's basically him just drawing a Disney character like Lumiere or Pongo or whomever. But usually you can find these sketches in all of the Art of Disney stores, though there's not always a guy there sketching them. But usually if you go during the day, you'll find a guy just behind there drawing these different things, and you can talk with him and try to get an animator's perspective of it. It's really cool, really neat stuff. Now this place also holds, or these stores sometimes hold special events such as artist signings and whatnot. I know a couple years ago there was a special guy did a special lithograph or something, and he was there to unveil that in the Art of Disney store. Now the one that I usually wind up going to, aside from the I'll stop in the Epcot one or whatever, is the one in the Downtown Disney Marketplace. It's pretty big. It's right next to the t-shirt shop right in there, and you can find some really awesome stuff. Now granted, that stuff is expensive because it is high-end merchandise. These aren't like things you can find everywhere. And but I usually find a lot of really cool stuff in there. Like I once found it was a neat little figurine. I mean, it was an obscene amount of money, but it was a neat little figurine. I think it's upstairs somewhere. That's really fun there. They just have tons and tons of merchandise that is more than just a pencil or a photo album or things like that. Granted, they have that too, but if you want some quality Disney merchandise, then you're going to love these things. One of the coolest things was they called it it was like a 3D painting thing. It was a little box, it was a little cube, and in it was a scene like there was the Beauty and the Beast scene, or the Kiss the Girl scene from Little Mermaid. There was dimension to it. So that really made and it was cool because I think they were only like $50, which honestly, when you have a lot, if you go down to Disney World, you should have some money, because if you don't, you're not going to be able to, enjoy yourself as much. So save up your money and get some quality merchandise from this place. It was only $50, and I was like, you know what? I had a little bit extra money. I was saving it up. I didn't pull the trigger. I didn't, buy it, but I really wanted to. Especially the Peter Pan one. That was really cool too. So the Art of Disney stores are really awesome. They're scattered throughout. Like I said, there's one in the Magic Kingdom, there's one in Hollywood Studios, there's one in Downtown Disney, and one in Epcot. So be sure to when you go down to Disney World to check them out. So what I'm going to give the Art of Disney stores in Walt Disney World. I'm definitely going to give them 4 big stars. You know, when it comes to stores, this is one of those things you really should hit when you go down to Disney World. You don't necessarily have to hit it every time, but their merchandise is always, you know, being refreshed. So if you're into Disney merchandise, this might be a place for you. You know, if you want something quick and easy, like, you know, a T-shirt or a photo album, again, you can get them in any other Disney store. But if you want some high quality merchandise, like high quality memorabilia and different things like that, definitely check out the Art of Disney stores in any of those places, and I'm sure you'll find something that you'll really like, whether it be sculptures, paintings, prints, you know, lithographs, things like that. It's just really cool. So definitely check out the Art of Disney stores when you're down in Walt Disney World. 4 stars, check it out. Alright guys, the next thing I want to review today is it was actually requested to me by a friend of mine on here. It's Mickey's Philharmagic. Now what these guys say Mickey's Philharmagic is, it's a 3D movie. Technically it's a 4D movie. Major attraction, go before 11 a.m. or during parades, not to be missed. A zany masterpiece, 4 stars. Now, Mickey's Philharmagic is located in Fantasyland in the Magic Kingdom. And it's one of my all-time favorite attractions when going to the Magic Kingdom. I have to hit this each and every single time. This opened on October 8th of 2003, and it is a 12-minute long show featuring 3D effects, scents, and water, as well as a number of characters from Disney movies. This was really awesome. Now the flick itself was directed by George Scribner, who also did Oliver and Company back in 1988. So you know, some Disney, you know, continuity there. Now, when you go in, you'll see that this is projected onto the largest purpose-built 3D screen ever made. It's 150 feet wide, and it's totally awesome. And no matter where you sit, you're going to get a good 3D vantage point. Now, there's also one of these at Hong Kong Disneyland and Tokyo Disneyland, so they have their own versions of this. What's kind of funny is Tokyo Disneyland had the original Mickey Mouse review, and this recently replaced that, so that's kind of funny. But I'll get into why the Mickey Mouse review was so important. The Mickey Mouse review originally took up that theater space. The Mickey Mouse review was an old, I believe I did a review on it. It was an old animatronic thing where Mickey Mouse led you know, all of his friends in a kind of concert thing, kind of how he is, you know, kind of how he's doing, you know, in the Philharmagic. But after a while, the animatronics kind of got a little lame. There wasn't a whole lot of stuff going on, so they, you know, they swapped it out. Magic Journeys, the 3D show Magic Journeys, came over from Epcot because Captain EO took that spot. So Magic Journeys came over and was projected there, and after that got scrapped, it then became home to the Legend of the Lion King show, which was really nice. But the fact that they brought the they brought Mickey back, because this was Mickey's area, the fact that they brought Mickey back and still had him, you know, conduct an orchestra harkens back to the Mickey Mouse review, the old Mickey Mouse review ride, and the fact that there is all the different Disney characters, all your favorite different Disney characters associated with that is really cool, because Mickey Mouse really doesn't get a whole lot of love anymore, which is sad. So you know, it all started with him, so he should have a good ride that everybody should like, and this is definitely one of those things, a really great tribute to him. Now, one of the cool things about this attraction is that Disney went all out with this. They didn't want to, you know, scrimp or save on anything, so they actually got the original animators for the classic Disney characters. They were brought in to do the new computer animations for their characters that they originally did. This is all computer animated stuff. So you know, Mickey is a 3D character. He's not, you know, 2D, you know, drawn. It was all computer generated. Nick Ranieri, who did Lumiere in Beauty and the Beast, came in and reanimated Lumiere in this. So Lumiere has all the characteristics of Lumiere. Also Glenn Keane, who did Little Mermaid, came in to animate Ariel, which was awesome. You know, they always, you know, they tried to get as many people in there as they possibly could to keep the authenticity you know, in this thing. Also, they had Clarence Nash, who did the original Donald Duck voice. They found some old archival stuff, or archival recordings. So whenever you hear Donald Duck in there, a lot of it is Clarence Nash. Any other, you know, stuff that wasn't a Clarence Nash recording was done by voice actor Tony Anselmo. He did the fill-in lines on that. Now, a lot of you pretty much who have never been on this attraction don't know what I'm talking about. Well, what the Mickey's Philharmagic is I actually have some video. I want to show you this. I'll give you a brief description verbally. You walk in, you go in. Mickey is set to give you a grand musical performance using it's all magical because he has the sorcerer's hat and he's using an enchanted orchestra to do it. But Mickey had to go help Goofy do something, so he left the sorcerer's hat there. Donald was supposed to get everything all together, so he's there and he saw the sorcerer's hat and he wants his time, obviously, because Donald is Donald. He puts on the sorcerer's hat and tries to do stuff and winds up going and hurting himself and enchanting all these different things, and they wind up going through an adventure through different Disney worlds. So you got Aladdin in there, you got the Lion King, you got the Sorcerer's Apprentice, obviously, which is excellent, Beauty and the Beast, and I think it ends with the Little Mermaid, or no, it ends with Aladdin. So it's pretty cool. Mickey comes in and just as he did as Yensid did in Fantasia in the Sorcerer's Apprentice section, calms everything down and restores order and shoos Donald away. And some funny stuff happens at the end, and it's really, really cool. Now, like I said, I do have video of Philharmagic. I'm not going to give you the whole show because I want you to go and experience it, but I'm going to give you just enough that you'll understand what happens, and you might see a different thing, different scenes. Now, it is going to look a little weird because with the 3D projections, you're going to see it's going to look ghost. There's going to be like ghosts of different images and whatnot. That's just the 3D projection. The 3D projection in this is so awesome. They really do a great job with making things. You're going to grab for stuff. They have scents that come out at you. Water spits out at you. There's a scene with the pies. The Be Our Guest scene where you see pies, swirling around you, and you smell these smells like cinnamon and sugar, and you're just like, oh my god, this is so awesome. As you're flying on the carpet through Agrabah, you feel the wind on you. When you're getting splashed, you feel the splashes of water. It's just really, really awesome. It definitely awakens your senses, and it's totally worth it. So you obviously won't experience that right now because you don't have a theater like that built in your house. So I'm just trying to paint a word picture there for you so you can kind of understand what it's like. So here it is, Mickey's Philharmagic. A little bit of, it's a little taste of it, but when you go down to Disney World, I definitely want you to check this out. So here it is, Mickey's Philharmagic. Check it out.
Maybe, possibly, who knows?
Tomorrow I'm investing in bringing
That's why I said that I'm not wearing shoes. Hey! Kodakception! Kodakception!
The next show starts in about 7 minutes. But you can't have any balloons because they're airbags.
we tie it up out here? Or?
Right here. Oh, it starts in about 6 minutes.
Cool.
Now let him get unplugged. He won't just plug it back in. That's better.
Simon, you want to trade me?
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, we ask that you please refrain from eating, drinking, orange-faced performance. All right, everyone, put on your opera glasses because it's time to present Maestro Mickey Mouse and the Philharmagic Orchestra. Put your glasses on. Mickey, where's Donald? The orchestra's missing it. It's showtime.
Showtime? Well, I gotta open the curtains. You're not ready. What's that? I can't hear you, Mickey. Oh my gosh. Donald, wake up! It's showtime! Don't forget the orchestra. And don't touch my hat.
I'll show you who's boss.
Bonjour! It is with deepest pride and greatest pleasure that we welcome you tonight. And now, the dining room proudly presents your dinner. Be our guest. Be our guest. Put our service to the test. Tie your napkin round your neck, sherry, and we provide the rest. Soup du jour, hot hors d'oeuvre. Why, we only live to serve. Try the gray stuff, it's delicious. Don't believe me? Ask the dishes.
Show you the world, take you wonder by wonder, over, sideways, under, on a magic carpet ride, a whole new
What did I tell you guys? Didn't I tell you it was awesome? Anybody that has been down to Disney World and has experienced Philharmagic loves it. I've never met one person that said it was an overrated attraction. It's definitely one of the best 3D movies there are out there. I know there are a couple in other parks in the world that, you know, do a lot more. But this really kind of started it all for Disney, and they really did a great job with it. And, you know, the 3D is vibrant, the colors are great, the story's fun, and hearing all your favorite Disney tunes and whatnot really, you know, it really makes it fun. Now, the Philharmagic is one of those things I think they could constantly update. Like, they could always have Donald fly into a Tangled set, or, you know, something else, something new, you know, newer and relevant. So I don't see them actually going anywhere with it. It still is very popular, always packed. There isn't a fast pass with it, so there's no really need for that, because the theaters are so big. But if you get a middle seat, you definitely get, that's kind of the best viewing angle. But wherever you sit, it's going to be a good angle anywhere. And I told you that Donald Duck thing at the end's pretty funny. So now yeah. So what am I going to give Mickey's Philharmagic in the Magic Kingdom? I'm definitely giving this 5 big stars. This is one of those attractions I really recommend you hit almost every single time you go to Disney World. It's one of the things you hit. If you only have a day or so and you go to the Magic Kingdom, this is one of those attractions you have to hit, along with Space Mountain and Splash Mountain and Pirates of the Caribbean. This is a totally awesome attraction. It's right there. It sets up Fantasyland for you, and it's, you know, it gives you that little dose of Mickey Mouse and Donald Duck and all the other things. And it's just a totally great experience, and it's one of my all-time favorite attractions in Walt Disney World. So check out Mickey's Philharmagic in Fantasyland in the Magic Kingdom. Check it out. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed this week's Disney news reviews. Again, check those 2 rides out, and thank you, Mona, so much for all, you know, for the awesome stuff. You just spoil me way too much. You guys are awesome, and you in particular just are so great. You're a diamond, and it's awesome. I have some interesting videos coming up, especially in the next week, so keep an eye out for that. There's it involves the you know, this movie here, The Black Hole. I'm sure you guys don't know what this is, but yes, this is a Disney movie, and if you've never heard about it, read up on it, and you'll understand what my next few videos will be like. So you know, check that out. Yeah, so that's it. So if anybody from Disney is watching, please don't sue me. I want people to go down to Disney World and go to the Art of Anime, or the Art of Disney store, and check out Mickey's Philharmagic. There's just 2 big things that you gotta really do when you go down to Disney World. It really makes your experience in Disney World a lot better. And yeah, if you are going to Disney World, be sure to go to allears.net, touringplans.com, wdwmagic.com for all your latest and greatest Disney news. WaltDisneyWorld.com is good too, straight from the horse's mouth stuff. It's really awesome, guys. We have about 6 episodes left until my 200th episode. Big things are going to happen for the 200th episode. I'll try to gear you in the next few weeks. So yeah, thanks again, Mona. You are awesome, as I said. And keep an ear out for the black hole stuff, and that should be pretty cool. And that might start something, you know, not a weekly thing, but maybe a tri-weekly thing or a quad-weekly thing. Who knows, a monthly thing. But we'll see what happens with that. So, I'll see you guys next week for another Disney news and reviews. Bye, guys.